Hello, everybody. My name is Dottie Berry. I'm coming to you from Blaine, Washington today. We're here because we've got the president of a community called 2Konnect. And I'm going to sort of just, interview David Griffiths and maybe just exchange some ideas. So, David, first of all, let me say welcome to you. How are you today?
I'm doing real well. Thank you so much, and I appreciate being able to talk with you.
Absolutely. Well, David, right off the bat, when we say to connect, I want to let people what my perception is of the community, and that is to build one team, one time. Now, I think people are going to want a few more details than that, but for people that are watching out there, wherever you are in the world, I want you to think about that. Build one team, one time, and it only takes two to connect. So here's the deal. I'm gonna just say that again. I'm gonna bring up my little props. One team, one time, because it really is about building community. So David, give me a little feedback on that. I mean, why do you think that's such an important concept, and who are you trying to reach out there?
Well, the idea of one team, one time has been around for quite some time in different formats. Building one team and one time is kind of the wave of the future of what we're trying to do as far as the MLM industry is concerned. We are building a team outside of the MLM industry in a matrix format, and no matter what happens to the companies that you get into, such as the different products, different services, so on and so forth, our one team, one time built externally of any MLM company will be able to be duplicated into any MLM company.
So the term to connect, explain what you mean by that when you just say it just takes two connect. Why is that important?
Well, bringing two individuals in personally sponsored is extremely important because it takes two people in pretty much all of the MLMs that we enter into to become, you need two personally sponsored in order to get paid into the MLM companies. And so once you bring your two people into 2Konnect, those people will follow you right over into the MLM company, and that's how you make money.
Now, David, you've got to admit this is a little bit of a paradigm shift, because don't most people who think in terms of coming into network marketing, don't they think in terms of finding a company first? And why are you suggesting that they build a team versus building a company?
Well, right from the very beginning, we recognize that there are some inherent problems in building a multi-level marketing company or experience or becoming a distributor, however you want to look at it. One of the first problems that you have is when you get involved in a multi-level marketing company, you're presented a product and you need to know and understand what that product is completely. Then you're told that you need to go out and you need to find your friends and your family, any associates, anybody that will build a business for you. And all you have to do is receive one no. I don't like that product. I don't like that service. And then you're kind of stuck. You're kind of at a dead end. What we're doing with 2Konnect is we're actually introducing building a downline first before you get into any products or any services. And so there's not the financial restraints or concerns that you're going to have right from the very beginning. So getting in and building your team first is extremely easy compared to the traditional way of trying to go out and sell products, learn about those products, learn about compensation programs, and basically get involved in the company that way, and then trying to make money. We reverse that.
Well, and David, the whole point is that many times your friends and your family, they're simply not interested in being an entrepreneur. I mean, I kind of compare it like this. I live close to Bellingham, Washington, and I could go down the streets of Bellingham, and let's say I wanted to ski. And I could go up to all the skateboarders in town, asking them if they want to ski. And they might look at me like I'm crazy, as if, can't you see that I'm on a skateboard and, maybe that's what I'm into. I'm not into skiing. And so when you have a community, you bring people together. The common thread is what they're interested in, and people who come into this community, they're interested already in being an entrepreneur. Is that correct? I mean, that's why they're there?
Yes, you're exactly right. Once you join the 2Konnect community, you're there for one reason only, and that's to build the downline in an external company outside of an MLM company. And you're bringing your two people in with you, and then the next logical step is to find some way with your community is to make money. And so everybody that gets involved is already got a heads up, and they're already ready to make some money into an MLM company. So yeah, you don't have to worry about whether they're skateboarders or skiers. You can just come in and you can just know that you're going to find some people that are going to follow you and work with you and help you build your downline and help everybody make money.
So let's take this from a practical aspect. Let's say I come in, I build this team, and then I don't really want to talk about levels, and yet when you're building this, there are some people who got there before others. So how is this going to happen? So let's say that people in this 25th level down there, all of a sudden they look at one of the companies that we introduced them to, and there are going to be multiple companies. I mean, this is multiple streams of income, and we're going to take one community, one team, and we're going to introduce them to different, companies. That's the way it is. So how would that work on a practical basis? How would I find out what's happening at that point?
Well, through technology and through automation, we're going to make sure that the integrity of your community is kept intact. In other words, your downline needs to stay your downline, your upline needs to stay your upline. If somebody, you said 25 rows down, decides that they want to get into an MLM, there's an immediate set of emails that will be sent to every single individual in the upline that will tell them that somebody in their downline is interested in getting involved in that opportunity, and you better get in now before you're leapfrogged. And so that goes all the way up to the top, and everybody has an opportunity to get in. And through automation, we can then move people from the 2Konnect community right over into the MLM opportunity without disrupting the actual matrix that is already intact. So it's the automation process, and really it's a hands-off opportunity. You don't have to go in there and move people around and change them around, contact them. It's all done through technology and automation.
Yeah. So here's the thing. You all, when you get a group of people that want to go into a particular company, that you have them in the back office. There's an introductory video. It's a video that tells about the company, perhaps a video from the president of that company welcoming the 2Konnect community. And so at that point you go to the company, you say, I have X number of people who want to come into the company. Is that correct? And then the API integration is what allows that. I mean, this technology is huge.
It is. It's a real hand-holding experience between the 2Konnect community and the MLM company. When we give the community to the MLM company, it's in the correct order. We know who the sponsor is, and we know the placement. And so when we give them that information, it will literally follow the same track, everything that's in the 2Konnect community over to the MLM company. So it's a complete automation, and the system is really seamless as far as being able to transfer from the 2Konnect community over to the MLM community.
So here's the thing, though. I know that. I mean, I'm probably not any different than anybody else. I've heard of some of these things before. So what makes this different? I mean, and of course, anytime something new comes up, you sort of walk on the shoulders, of the people that have preceded you. I always ask people, okay, tell me who came before Google. Probably people can't answer that question. All we know is that, wow, you've got Google now. So how is this different?
Well, through years of trial and error, we have been able to put together a program that will literally bring us into the reality of where we are right now. We've tried many different things. We've been very successful in some of the areas that we've tried, and we failed in some of the areas as well. And what makes us different is, I think it's because of the years of trial and error, being able to put together the program that we have right now, very strong, very substantial, and we know where the loopholes are because we've gone through those. And we've known where the successes are because we've gone through those as well. Now we put everything together, and that's what we have right now. So we have that opportunity to bring in a large number of people and be very successful with them.
So, David, let me ask you this. Is this for both what I would call the newbie, somebody who's never been in the network marketing industry before, as well as veterans? I know that one of the things I often hear veterans say is, they were with a company that went down, the company changed the comp plan, a whole group of their team decided they wanted multiple streams of income, and the integrity of the team was not kept. And so I can see how that would solve some issues for maybe people who have been in the industry. But what would you say to those newbies who have never been in the network marketing industry before? What is this community going to offer them?
Well, you're exactly right. There's a lot to be said for the individual that's been out there in the industry for quite some time. They've built multiple downlines, and if they would have had all those downline back and put them in one place, it would be quite a substantial downline. Well, that's what we're offering them. For the newbie, this is an opportunity to come aboard and get to become involved with a community, and that community is going to then help them build their business. The corporation itself will be marketing to the masses out there, and so they will be actually inserting visitors into the community that they will be able to come in and check it out and see what's in their back office, look at the downlines, and then have an opportunity to get involved with it. At the same time, there's educational products, there's social platforms, there's all types of different services and marketing services that the newbie can get in and become involved with. And most importantly, to a newbie, if you had to introduce a product that you really didn't believe in or maybe overpriced, that's a very difficult no to accept. However, with the 2Konnect community, this is an opportunity to come in, get involved in something that's not financially devastating for anybody. It's a very easy and a very resourceful, yes, let's get in, let's get involved with this. And so as a community, they're going to have a lot of people help them, and corporately we're going to help them as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously if you've built a team before you've chosen an opportunity, that seems like the best way in the world to ensure success for people. And I know there's some other things that you're doing. You kind of touched on it briefly about the social aspect, but I want to just hit on these. First of all, you're going to have a university. The social community, I understand, is kind of like a cross between Facebook and LinkedIn. I mean, speak about the differences that this community, the social aspect, will be versus those two, which are great communities, but how will this differ?
Well, on the Facebook community, the Facebook pages, I should say, or the friends and any of the associations you may have in Facebook, those people are there to find out what you did last weekend and to make sure that your kids are growing correctly and you have great grandkids and everything else. They're not really interested in marketing or joining a new business or anything like that, but it is a great meeting location, very great meeting location. LinkedIn tends to be a little bit higher business, job search, some of those things. And what we're doing is kind of a cross between the two, where you will literally be able to invite them to the social 2Konnect.me, and you will have them there for a particular reason, and that's to take a look at your business. It will also be connected to the Facebooks and the LinkedIns and any of the other social platforms, so you will be able to drive traffic from those other platforms into 2Konnect.me. So it's a great opportunity to basically explore your business and to then disseminate the information from your business to all these other individuals.
That sounds great. So also you've got what's called marketing reps for those people who have a aversion to the phone, picking it up and calling people. Tell me a little bit about that. That's a very unique concept.
Well, the personal marketing representative is there for the individual that may have a call reluctance in any format, and that individual, then there's those individuals that just quite don't know how to get on the phone and pick up the phone and talk to anybody. Well, what we are doing is that we will literally contact, present, follow up, and close them, place them in your downline for anybody that would give us their leads, and we will contact them for them. Now, if you had a professional marketing representative representing you, and they called your same family members and your associates, and if they said yes to that, they're going to think very positively about the business that you entered into, that you do have a professional marketing representative. And then on the flip side of that, if they said no, they're not telling you no directly, they're telling it to a representative, which kind of saves the relationship that you have with that individual. And the next time you run into them, you say, oh, the business wasn't for you, you know, or my representative said that you didn't want to get involved with it. And so it tends to save that relationship, and so there's not that business tension that you might have in any of the other situations.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, because I think that's the hardest thing for people to overcome sometimes. And maybe this gives them a chance, you know, to get in there and learn a few things. And when I say learn a few things, maybe they won't, maybe they'll have better skills for talking on the phone and how to approach people. I mean, I think a lot of people think that everybody's just, you know, born to be an entrepreneur or something, but it's really learned skills over the years. I know very few people who enter the industry and become overnight successes. It's almost like a singer saying, oh yeah, people forget how many times they sang to an empty room, you know, in little nooks and crannies, bars all over the place before they became the overnight success. So the university here that you have put together, that's going to be for everybody, but how is that going to impact people in their opportunity to learn?
Well, what we've decided is that the university, those individuals that want to get in and really take advantage of a business, we're going to help them be schooled in the idea of how to set up a business, making sure that it's actually done correctly. We're going to then instruct them the finer points of the financing of their business and what to do with the finances that they get, taxes, anything dealing with their business, and being able to set that up. And then, of course, you have ongoing marketing, where you're going to have different marketing opportunities, and you're going to have some little homework too, some of the things that you're going to need to do. But what the education program is intended to do is just that, to educate you on setting up your business, establishing your business, running your business, and then marketing your business. And so it's going to kind of take you all the way through. And so many of us get involved, and we kind of shake our head and wonder what we're supposed to be doing. And this is going to kind of give you a step-by-step procedure. Therefore, we're going through a GED all the way to your doctorate degree, and so you can kind of step it all the way through and learn as you go.
Sounds great. Sounds like your 2Konnect is really filling in a lot of the gaps that exist in just going straight to a business, because they usually teach you about how to present the opportunity and all the details about their product or whatever, but these other things sort of like, I don't know, slip between the cracks, because how many people do I know that have made it really big in the industry at one point or another, but don't have those funds anymore, and you have to ask yourself, why did that happen? Why did they not know how to properly set up, how to hold on to those, and really have that financial education? So I'm really excited about that. Not just for, you know, newbies, but for people who've been in the industry. I know they're going to really appreciate that too. So I want to point out to people, David, that this is not a company you join. It really is a community you join, okay? Because there's no money to be made per se from just joining the 2Konnect community. It's going to be from associating yourself with those particular network marketing companies, direct sales companies that you're introduced to. That's where the money will be created. Is that accurate?
That's very accurate. The small fee that we're going to charge you is for all of the different programs that we have been talking about. You're going to receive a professional marketing website. You're going to have access to the university. You'll have access to a social platform. There are many other services that you'll actually receive. And you will also have access to the professional call center representatives that can help you grow your business as well. So the fee that you're going to be paying 2Konnect is just that. It's for a service, and the money that you're going to be making is because of the 2Konnect community and the duplication process, the automation process that we have will take you right over into those MLM companies. And so that's where you're going to make your money. And the best part about that is we've all loved those fast start bonuses, and then to get that first monthly commission check. We've loved those. Well, if you think about it, if you have a downline prior to getting into an MLM company, it is now completely possible to get that fast start bonus right off the bat and to have that first monthly commission check ready and waiting for you. So that's what this is all about. It's a very simple. It's a really very, very simple process. We build one downline external of any MLM company, build it strong enough, and then import it into an MLM company, and we make money.
Hey, that's fantastic, David, because I think that's what so many people run into is they get into something and they really can't build it quick enough to take advantage of, like you say, those fast start bonuses. Whereas if they already had the team built and then they enter the company, it's like just, picking it off the top that way, and that's really exciting. I mean, I can't imagine somebody not enjoying that. So this truly is, David, as we end up here, we wanted to give an overview and give you the opportunity to ask some questions. But you really are giving people the chance to BYOB, and that's what I call be your own boss and build your own business. And it sounds like you're really putting them back in the driver's seat of making the choices about how they're going to go about doing this.
That is correct. This is an opportunity that it needs to be here for everybody to take advantage of. It's a great opportunity. I've seen so many people that have gotten involved in MLM companies. They're excited about the product, excited about the opportunity of making money, but they're not so excited about having to go out and contact people. And they're not so excited about having to pay that monthly auto ship. And that's where it gets difficult. And so it becomes a financial burden not only to that individual but to their family in most cases. And so what we're saying is this is an opportunity for a very small monthly fee to get involved in the 2Konnect community, and then we're going to help you build your downline. The marketing, the mass marketing the 2Konnect Corporation is going to do for you and your business is staggering. And so your downline will grow. All you need to remember is to come in, get involved, bring your 2 people in, and your downline's going to grow, and you're going to make money.
That's great. Well, let me ask you this as we leave, because, okay, right now, we're doing this today. This is the first part of November, and the opportunity is to pay $10 to essentially secure your spot in the matrix. Is that accurate? And then what? What happens from there? What should people be doing?
Well, right now we're in a growth mode, and we've decided that in order to grow the community to the size that we need it to, in order to make a large enough footprint out there in the MLM world, is that we are offering a $10 reserve your position. And then come January of 2014, we will release the MLM opportunities, and by then your downline will be sufficient enough to support any financial obligation that you'll have into those MLM communities, and you're going to make money right off the bat. So now's the time to get in. $10 reserves your spot, and help your 2 people come in, and then help them, so on and so forth. Very, very simple. And then January 1st, your downline is going to be sufficient enough to support your introduction into the MLM companies.
Well, thank you, David. I appreciate the chance to interview you, get some feedback on the 2Konnect community. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are excited because this really is a cutting-edge, opportunity and a true paradigm shift. And so thank you for creating this, for staying with it through the long haul, because I know that you put many hard years into getting it to this point, and my understanding is over $1 million has gone into the technology to really make this work, and that's what makes it different, and that's what makes it taking it from a concept into a reality is what I would say. Any last words on that?
You're exactly right. The many hard years of toil and suffering and pain is paying off right now. It is definitely. The technology is second to none. It's absolutely incredible. The automation that we're using to be able to automate the transfer of the 2Konnect community over into the MLM companies, and not just 1, but 2 and 3 and 4. Really, the sky is the limit. It kind of depends on how fast we want to grow as a community, but it's not it's nothing that you have to go in and rebuild a downline. You don't do that. You build a downline one time, like you said, and then it's transferred immediately over into the MLM community. And so it's a great opportunity. And thank you, Dottie, for taking this time and to be able to help us disseminate all this information. We sure appreciate it. And thank you so much.
You're most welcome, David. And so I would just say to you, if you're out there and you happen to see the recording of this Hangout, then what we suggest is that you get back with the person who actually told you about it and get in the matrix. You know, $10 to reserve your spot, my goodness. I'll guarantee you between now and January, you're going to do something with a $10 bill. Why not put it on your future with the 2Konnect community? Remember, 2 to connect, and come in, build one team one time, and let's really have a great time together. I can't think of anything better than building a community with people who are interested in what you're interested in, which is being an entrepreneur, creating wealth in your life, enjoying one another, having a great time. So David, again, thank you for this, and I look forward to seeing people inside our 2Konnect community.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye for now.
Goodbye.